Welcome to my last week of meet prep training. This is the heaviest week and the final week of training before I take my deload. I know that intro got y'all fired up. Let's jump right into the workout. So my hip is still bugging me. It still feels shifted and it's not quite aligned yet. That's why you see me warming up here with the hip circle. This is just forcing my glutes to fire harder so I get more external rotation because my hip is feeling really internally rotated. And that also forces my adductors and abductors to work harder so that my hip is more aligned. I wanted to work up to a heavy single today. Not a maximum, but somewhere close to that. I really needed to see where my strength was heading into this meet. After this 385, I knew I had 395 in me based off of what I was able to do 3 weeks ago, but I wanted to go for more. This is my boy Daniel Tran right here. Best squatter I know personally. Watch him kill this set.
Drive. All yours. Drive.
Go down, it's yours. Come on, finish. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Let's go. Wake the fuck up! Stay with it.
Easy. I had to get that 4 plate today. Daniel got me too amped up. So after that 405, I decided to do some back off singles, and to be honest, they did not feel nearly as good. I was not happy with them whatsoever. But hey, I got my 405. I know I have more in the tank, and I feel good knowing that. So Daniel's one of my best friends. We're very like-minded when it comes to training. He's one of the most knowledgeable guys I know when it comes to training. We met each other while attending York University for kinesiology. And we've been training together for almost 4 years now. And once we started training together, that's when we both took each other's game to that next level. This guy just got a big opportunity, got an internship with the one and only Chad Wesley Smith of Juggernaut Training Systems. And only 6 people were selected, and he's one of them. I'm so proud of him, man. So happy for my brother.
Fuck. Asian Taylor Lautner. Give me one of those. Give me a little shake. Oh shit. Oh damn. You guys heard of German volume training? This is Asian volume training.
Because it's peak week, I just need to keep the intensity up to hit the heavy weights. I don't need to do any more volume. That's why you see me just doing body weight pull-ups. And to be honest, even though I've been doing them weighted, I felt the body weight the next day. And that's a big sign of how fatigued my body is. We ended off the workout with some light prowler pushes. This is just a way to kickstart recovery, get the heart rate up, blood moving around the body. Being in shape is going to allow you to recover faster. So what we did here was we took 3 guys, you need an odd number, and we just pushed it back and forth, alternating. I made sure everyone got 3 rounds on the high handles and 3 rounds on the bottom handles.
Are you okay, Michael?
Yeah.
This guy's dead.
Your cruel personal trainers be like, if he dies, he dies.
With the way my shoulder is behaving, it looks like I'm going to take a token bench at the meet. I haven't even been really training bench. Haven't even been really training the bench muscles as much as I wanted to. I've just been trying to give it as much rest as possible and only benching when I have to on the bench day. That right shoulder is not locking out whatsoever. Look how fast it comes off the chest, and then it just comes to this screeching halt.
I'm benching closer today, so it's not as much pain, but benching a couple weeks ago, let's say 6-7 weeks ago, I heard a pop in my shoulder. Honestly, hasn't been the same since. It feels like when I'm pushing, there's like a gear that's just stuck, and it feels so light and easy off the chest, but then I just come to the screeching halt, and that's why you see my right arm lagging behind.
So a couple weeks ago when I was benching, my shoulder's always been bad for the last couple years now, from an injury in 2013. But a couple weeks ago, while benching, I heard like a pop, and it hasn't been the same since. I'm still waiting for my MRI, and this summer is going to be a big one for me because that situation is going to really determine what I'm going to do for the remainder of the year. I just want to get this thing fixed, and if surgery is necessary, then I'm going to take that route. I'm sick of my bench not going up. So in a close grip position where I'm not as strong, but I can stay tighter and my shoulder feels better, you can get a glimpse of my true pressing power. I mean, look how I'm moving this weight. This is how it would look even at 240, 250 if that shoulder wasn't giving me problems. But hey, what can you do? I'm just trying to make the best of my situation, and after this meet, I don't think I'm going to be benching for a long time. I need to give my body a rest. So what you guys are seeing right now is later in the evening, after work, I'm just trying to do some mobility stuff for that right hip. The hip is still shifted and misaligned, but since I've been giving it more attention, it has gotten better, and it's gotten much better. As you can see here, this is only 95 pounds. It's not gonna burn me out. I'm just using it just to reinforce my technique. Sure, I can do all the mobility work, all the stretching and foam rolling, all the corrective, prehab, rehab exercises. That's gonna put the muscle back into the proper length and the tension that needs to be. But I haven't taught my body yet to move in that pattern. So it's still squatting in a pattern that's shifted. So to get it back into place, I actually have to squat. So that's what I've been doing whenever I have time in the gym, just getting under the bar and getting that squat pattern down. Pretty much what I'm saying is, once you align yourself back in proper position to fix your squat and squat in the right pattern, you actually have to squat.
Last workout of the meet prep about to go down. About to have some carbs so I can train. So if an apple a day keeps the doctor away, what happens when I have two? I like to do fruits before my workout because it's just fast, simple carbs, digest quickly. Apples are nice because they have a good amount of fiber. I like to feel full, like I have something in my stomach when I'm training so I don't feel hungry. And plus it's relatively small, so I'm not gonna feel bloated. Got a deadlift 500 today. Let's go.
I gotta admit, heading into this workout, I was feeling pretty sluggish. And you guys know that I've only stopped my diet about 5-6 weeks ago. And you don't just instantly start eating more food and your strength goes up. Your body needs time to catch up to your macros. It needs some adjustment period for you to really start feeling the strength gains coming in again. So I've only started feeling that recently, but I should have been in a surplus the whole meet prep, and half of it I wasn't. So I definitely felt burnt out a week earlier than I had originally planned. And just today, my hand was still bothering me, my left hand. I talked about it last week. That's why I'm wearing the wrist wraps. So the wrist wrap actually helps you keep your grip closed by closing off your flexor muscles. But I was just thinking about my grip too much here, and look what happens. I decided to just take it off the next set, forget about it, and just pull like how I usually pull, and it was much smoother.
That's it. Meet prep done. Okay, now we got the back off volume sets. Just gonna do it 3x3 instead of sets of 5 to reduce the volume. We got 430 on the bar.
I feel like that 500 looked and felt better than the 475 prior. I feel like deadlift is the most savage of the 3 lift. It's something you just have to be all in. You have to commit when you go and deadlift. You have to commit to just getting that weight up. You can't hesitate about anything else. And warming up, I was taking it really slow. I felt really sluggish. It wasn't until I amped myself up that the deadlift really started moving, even though the weight was going up. And I feel like that 5-plate deadlift was much like the Monday with the 4 plates. Aside from just seeing where my strength currently lies, I know I have more in the tank. I just wanted to get that number. It was good for me, my confidence, just for my head heading to this meet. Doing more accessory exercises, more sets, is going to do me more harm than good for my recovery at this point. So I had to remind myself.
2 sets, that's it. Chest supported rows are something I can do that won't tax my lower back, because at this point I need to get as much rest for my lower back as possible so that I'm fresh on meet day.
So this will wrap up my 6-week vlog series. I hope you guys enjoy following me as I prep for my OPA debut. I hope you guys learned a thing or two over the past 6 weeks. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. It means so much to me. I'll be competing next Saturday, June 4th, at the Metro Convention Center at 9 a.m. bright and early. You guys already know footage of meet day is coming. If you guys don't want to wait till I get that edited, add me on Snapchat. I'll be posting live meet day. Until then, this boy needs to rest. A lot of it. And maybe a beer too. I deserve it, right?
Meet prep done. So excited to rest. I'm burnt out. This next week of rest is gonna feel amazing. Let's kickstart this recovery.